Stop waiting for motivation that will never come to start building the discipline that actually works when motivation completely disappears from your life, no matter what you do. In next minutes, I'm giving you 10 samurai habits that force discipline regardless of motivation level, energy state, or how much you feel like quitting. Most men will click away in next 30 seconds, staying enslaved to motivation that betrays them constantly. You staying proves you understand discipline is not something you feel. It's something you build systematically through practices that work when motivation fails every single time, without exception or negotiation required. Why motivation is unreliable. And discipline is the only answer. Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes like weather, completely unreliable for sustaining any commitment beyond initial excitement period, lasting days or maybe weeks before disappearing completely. You start Monday with massive motivation for gym, diet, work projects, self-improvement, feeling unstoppable, like you finally figured out how to change everything permanently. By Wednesday, motivation is fading as difficulty increases and novelty wears off, making discipline seem pointless compared to comfort and ease available immediately. By next Monday, you've abandoned completely, wondering why motivation failed you again, despite being convinced this time would be different because you felt more committed initially. This cycle repeats forever. Motivation spike, initial action, motivation crash, abandonment, guilt, promise to restart with better motivation next time, never understanding the actual problem. Discipline is completely different from motivation because it's not feeling dependent, it's practice dependent, systematized through specific behaviors executed regardless of how you feel about them on any given day. Samurai didn't rely on motivation because they understood motivation is completely unreliable, especially when facing difficulty, danger, or discomfort that naturally triggers avoidance impulses, regardless of initial commitment strength. Instead, they built discipline through 10 specific habits, making execution automatic through environmental design, behavioral stacking, consequence systems, and progressive training, building capacity to execute regardless of motivation state. These habits forced discipline even during periods of complete motivation collapse, when normal motivation-dependent person would abandon commitments entirely. Modern men are completely reverse. They believe motivation is fuel for discipline, never understanding discipline is actually foundation, creating reliable execution when motivation inevitably fails them. Why discipline works when motivation fails is because discipline is external system independent of internal emotional state, creating consistency regardless of whether you feel like executing or desperately want to avoid action completely. Discipline removes the question of, should I do this today, by making it automatic, non-negotiable execution, like brushing teeth that happens without motivational pep talk or emotional readiness assessment. You don't decide daily whether to brush teeth based on motivation level, you brush teeth because it's automatic habit. Same principle applies to building discipline through these 10 habits. Systematic practices, making execution automatic, regardless of motivation, completely absent, or sabotaging you actively. Musashi trained with discipline, not motivation, regardless of pain, illness, danger, or complete lack of desire to train on specific mornings, because discipline system was unbreakable, requiring no emotional fuel to maintain consistency. Habit 1, the non-negotiable wake time. Anchor everything to this. First habit is establishing absolutely non-negotiable wake time, same every single day, without exception, including weekends, holidays, illness, regardless of sleep quality, the night before, creating anchor point for entire discipline system. This wake time must be consistently early, giving time for practices before responsibilities start consuming day. 5 a.m. is ideal because it's early enough to provide 90 minutes discipline building time before most obligations start. Non-negotiable means literally no exceptions ever. Alarm sounds, you stand immediately without deliberation. No snooze button allowed regardless of how tired you feel or how appealing warm bed becomes in moment. This single habit seems simple, but it's actually most critical because it anchors entire discipline system. If wake time is negotiable, you'll skip it when hard. Making discipline negotiable, making entire system collapse into excuse-making. Why consistent wake time builds discipline is because it creates unshakable anchor point. Everything else builds on through reliable beginning every single day, regardless of circumstances or how you feel. When wake time is solid, non-negotiable anchor, all subsequent practices have guaranteed opportunity to execute because you're already awake and standing before mind generates excuses. If you allow wake time negotiation on hard mornings, you lose opportunity to execute entire discipline system that day, making momentum fragile and dependent on motivation, whether you wake up or sleep in, based on feeling good or bad. Additionally, consistent wake time optimizes circadian rhythm, making execution increasingly easier after 30 days, because body adapts to rhythm becoming automatic without willpower required. Samurai maintained consistent wake time before dawn, regardless of circumstances, making it foundation all other practices built upon without exception. Implementation is setting alarm for chosen time and standing immediately when it sounds, committing to never hitting snooze, regardless of circumstance, for minimum 90 consecutive days, proving discipline is truly non-negotiable. Post-wake time, publicly on wall or phone reminder, making it visible commitment impossible to negotiate away quietly. Track daily on calendar marking days. You woke at exact time without snooze. Any missed day means restarting count from day one. Creating accountability, preventing negotiation. After 30 days, wake time becomes automatic, requiring zero willpower. Because circadian rhythm is synchronized and body expects waking at that time naturally. After 90 days, waking at exact time every morning, including weekends, is completely automatic, requiring no conscious decision-making possible, creating foundation all other 9 habits build upon reliably. Habit 2, eliminate all friction. Make discipline easy, not hard. Second habit is systematically eliminating every possible friction point between intention and execution, making discipline the path of least resistance, requiring minimal willpower compared to taking easier alternative option. Most people make discipline harder than necessary by keeping obstacles in place between intention and action. Want to exercise, but gym clothes stay in closet, requiring decision. Want to eat healthy, but junk food stays in kitchen, requiring willpower daily. Want to read, but book stays in backpack, never visible, making it easy to forget. Every friction point is mini decision, draining willpower energy that could be used for actual discipline execution instead of deciding whether to overcome obstacle. Eliminate friction completely, making discipline easier than avoidance. Lay out gym clothes next to bed so getting dressed is obvious. Next action after waking, remove all junk food from house, making healthy eating only option. Place book on pillow so it's impossible to miss. Clear all obstacles to execution. Why eliminating friction works is because willpower is finite resource, depleted by every decision and resistance point you encounter throughout day from hundreds of small choices. Stack enough friction points and willpower runs out before you execute actual discipline, leaving you abandoning commitments. Remove all friction points and execution becomes easiest available action, requiring minimal willpower because decision is already made through environmental design. Studies show environmental design determines behavior more powerfully than willpower or motivation, proving that removing friction is more effective than trying to power through obstacles through disciplined willpower that eventually fails. Samurai eliminated all friction from training, prepared training space, equipment ready, no obstacles preventing immediate execution. Discipline became automatic execution, not willpower, battle against environment. Implementation is conducting complete friction audit tonight for every discipline area. List all obstacles between intention and execution. Eliminate each obstacle through environmental design. Make desired action easiest possible choice, requiring zero decisions. Exercise, lay out clothes, prepare gym bag, place shoes by door. Diet, remove junk food, buy healthy food, cook meals weekly. Work, clear desk of distractions, close unnecessary tabs, prepare work area. Reading, place book visible on desk or bed, remove competing entertainment. After eliminating all friction, daily execution becomes automatic because you've removed every reason to negotiate or find excuse to avoid action. That's now easiest path available compared to alternatives requiring effort to obtain. Habit 3. Stack on existing behaviors. Automate discipline through triggers. Third habit is attaching new discipline practices immediately after existing automatic behaviors, creating built-in triggers, making execution automatic without requiring separate motivation or decision to remember. You already have dozens of automatic daily behaviors. Wake up, use bathroom, brush teeth, make coffee, eat breakfast, arrive at work, all happening without conscious thought or willpower. Strategy is attaching new discipline immediately after these existing automatic behaviors, hijacking their trigger power. Formula: after I, existing automatic behavior, I will, new discipline practice. After waking, I meditate 10 minutes. After brushing teeth, I do 20 push-ups. After coffee, I work on most important task. After lunch, I read 15 minutes. Existing behavior becomes automatic, trigger firing new discipline without requiring separate motivation or memory. Why habit stacking works when isolated discipline fails is because existing automatic behaviors have established trigger power from decades of repetition, creating neural pathways firing reliably. Attaching new discipline to established trigger hijacks that power automatically executing new practice without conscious effort or motivation required from you. Additionally, stacking eliminates decisions. Instead of "when should I meditate today?" meditation time is locked immediately after waking, eliminating timing negotiation that creates opportunity for excuse-making. Studies show implementation intentions with specific triggers double habit adherence compared to vague goals without triggers because trigger eliminates decision burden. Samurai stack training immediately after waking before any other decision could interfere, making training first priority automatic execution. Implementation is identifying your existing automatic morning behaviors and stacking new discipline immediately after each. Upon waking, stack meditation. After bathroom, stack cold shower. After dressing, stack push-ups. After breakfast, stack planning session. List all automatic behaviors, then systematically attach new practices to each, creating chain of stacked disciplines, executing automatically through trigger sequence. Track completion daily. Did trigger fire and did practice execute immediately after? After 30 days, stacking becomes automatic chain requiring no conscious effort as each practice triggers next one, automatically creating discipline momentum. Habit 4. Physical discomfort daily. Override motivation with body training. Fourth habit is daily physical discomfort through intense training, cold exposure or fasting, creating physiological stress. Your body adapts to building override capacity, executing discipline even when motivation is completely absent and body desperately wants comfort. Physical discomfort practice proves through lived experience that discomfort is temporary and survivable, building psychological toughness, making non-physical discipline feel manageable by comparison. Ice bath triggers extreme discomfort. You override urge to exit, staying 5 minutes. Discomfort passes. You survive. Nervous system updates. Learning discomfort isn't dangerous. This training transfers to non-physical discipline. Financial discipline feels easier after proving you can handle physical discomfort. Work discipline feels more tolerable after pushing through physical challenge. Social discipline feels possible after training through voluntary psychological discomfort. Why physical discomfort builds override capacity is because willpower and discipline function through same neural pathways, and prefrontal override capacity, whether practicing physical tolerance or psychological discipline. Training physical override through cold exposure or intense training strengthens these pathways, making all discipline easier because neural infrastructure supporting discipline is stronger. Additionally, physical discomfort creates hormetic stress response, strengthening body and mind, simultaneously through controlled challenge, building resilience across all domains. Samurai trained intensely daily specifically to build this override capacity, making them unbreakable when facing difficulty, because they'd proven to themselves repeatedly that discomfort is survivable and manageable through deliberate practice. Implementation is choosing one form of daily physical discomfort and executing it every morning without exception. 5-minute ice bath or completely cold shower immediately upon waking, 45-minute high-intensity strength training, 24-hour fast weekly, or extended running at high intensity. Execute immediately in morning before mind generates excuses. Track daily completion, proving you're building override capacity. After 30 days, physical training becomes significantly easier as body adapts, and you've proven discomfort is manageable. After 90 days, you have substantial override capacity transferring to all discipline, making non-physical discipline feel easy by comparison because you've trained nervous system through controlled stress. Habit 5. One non-negotiable outcome. Focus eliminates overwhelm. Fifth habit is identifying single most important outcome daily, creating laser focus, preventing overwhelm that causes decision paralysis and eventual discipline abandonment from pursuing too many competing priorities simultaneously. Most people fail discipline because they try to change everything simultaneously. Diet, exercise, work, relationships, reading, meditation, all competing for attention and willpower, creating overwhelm that leads to abandoning all of them. Samurai understood that attempting everything guarantees failure through distributed attention, so they focused ruthlessly on single most important priority, executing that completely before considering anything else. Identify your single most important outcome daily. Maybe it's one work project. Maybe it's one training session. Maybe it's one meal preparation. Pick one outcome more important than anything else and execute that completely before considering other priorities. Why single focus builds discipline is because attention and willpower are finite resources, and distributing them across multiple priorities reduces effectiveness for all of them, proportionally to number of priorities pursued. Focusing entirely on single most important outcome allows full concentration and energy, maximizing execution quality and likelihood of completion, creating momentum and success-proof, building future discipline. Additionally, single focus prevents overwhelm paralysis, where too many options create decision fatigue, preventing action on any of them. After completing single most important outcome, you have legitimate psychological victory proof. You kept commitment, creating dopamine and confidence boost, fueling subsequent discipline execution for remaining day activities. Implementation is identifying what single outcome matters most for your specific situation and declaring it non-negotiable daily priority, executing that completely before anything else receives attention. Work. Identify most important work outcome. Execute that first before email or meetings. Health. Identify primary training session, complete before food or entertainment. Discipline. Identify one core practice, maintain that no matter what other discipline crumbles on difficult days. Track daily. Did you execute your single most important outcome completely? After 30 days, this single focus becomes automatic prioritization pattern, making your discipline increasingly effective and reliable, regardless of motivation. Habit 6. Public accountability. Make failure socially expensive. Sixth habit is creating public accountability system where failure becomes socially expensive through social pressure, making discipline easier than public failure. Shame. Creating powerful external motivation, overriding internal motivation failures. Tell nobody about your discipline commitments and you'll negotiate away them privately whenever difficulty appears, because only you know you failed. Announce publicly to people whose opinion matters that you're executing specific discipline daily, and failure becomes embarrassing, creating social pressure, maintaining discipline even when motivation completely fails. Find accountability partner or group, expecting daily progress reports, creating external accountability, preventing quiet private failure that allows excuse-making and backsliding. Why public accountability works is because humans are fundamentally social creatures, and social judgment creates powerful motivational force, often stronger than internal motivation, that fails consistently. Additionally, public commitment triggers consistency principle from psychology, where humans compulsively fulfill publicly stated commitments even when motivated differently privately, because consistency between words and actions matters more than comfort. Samurai trained publicly through dojo relationships where peers observed their discipline, creating social accountability, making failure socially unacceptable, not just personally disappointing, allowing excuse-making. Implementation is announcing your disciplined commitment to specific people. Post on social media what you're committing to daily. Tell family about your practices. Find accountability partner, receiving daily progress reports. Join online group of men pursuing similar discipline. Make failure options socially expensive, creating pressure, maintaining discipline regardless of motivation. After committing publicly, track progress daily, updating accountability, partner or group, creating reliable external structure, preventing negotiation with yourself about abandoning commitment. Habit 7. Tiny incremental progress. 30 seconds builds momentum. Seventh habit is starting so impossibly small that execution requires zero willpower or motivation. Not exercising, doing one push-up, not fasting, skipping breakfast, not writing one sentence, not meditating, sitting quietly 60 seconds. This seems pointless because one push-up doesn't create fitness, 60 seconds doesn't create meditation practice, one sentence doesn't create writing, but that's missing the point completely. Goal is proving daily you can maintain disciplined commitment, creating chain of successful execution, building psychological momentum, making future discipline increasingly easier because you have proof you're a person who keeps commitments. Why impossibly small starting point works is because every successful execution is psychological victory, creating dopamine reward and confidence that you can actually execute, building on itself toward higher volume. Additionally, impossibly small removes all legitimate excuses for failure. You can't claim you're too tired for one push-up, too busy for 60 seconds, too stressed for one sentence. Removing excuses removes negotiation option, making execution automatic requirement non-negotiable. Samurai understood that small, consistent execution beats ambitious, sporadic execution every time because consistency builds automaticity and identity shift, making discipline effortless eventually. Implementation is identifying impossibly small, minimum viable version of each discipline and committing to that minimum daily for 30 days before increasing difficulty. One push-up, 60-second meditation, one page reading, one paragraph writing, 30-second cold shower, whatever minimum you could execute on worst possible day. Track daily completion, building chain of successful execution. After 30 days, change becomes visible, proof of your discipline, creating momentum and identity shift from person trying to be disciplined to disciplined person who executes regardless. Habit 8. Consequence systems make discipline more painful to break than maintain. Eighth habit is creating immediate costly consequences for breaking discipline, making failure more painful than maintaining commitment regardless of motivation or how much you want to quit on difficult days. If you skip training, there's zero immediate consequence, so quitting feels consequence-free, making it easy choice compared to discomfort of training. Add consequence, skip training. You pay $100 to accountability partner or donate to charity you dislike. Suddenly quitting feels painful, creating pressure, maintaining discipline despite motivation, failure, or difficulty. Consequences must be immediate, not distant. Day you skip results in day you pay. Not if you skip too much, you'll regret it, which is too abstract to create current discipline pressure. Why immediate consequences work is because pain of loss is psychologically more powerful than pleasure of comfort, making humans work harder to avoid loss than gain equivalent. Consequence creates calculus, where maintaining discipline is less painful than breaking discipline, overriding motivation completely through pure incentive structure. Samurai lived with ultimate consequences. Loss of discipline during duel meant immediate death, making discipline completely non-negotiable through consequence system impossible to ignore. Implementation is designing specific costly consequences for breaking each discipline. Skip training means $100 lost today. Skip planning means doing 100 burpees today. Skip reading means losing phone access today. Make consequence immediate and painful enough, you'll work hard to avoid it. Find accountability partner, enforcing consequences without accepting excuses, holding you responsible daily. After 30 days, discipline becomes automatic because you've proven through repeated execution that maintaining discipline is less painful than breaking discipline. Habits 9 and 10. Advanced discipline protocols for sustained execution. Ninth habit is weekly discipline review, assessing which practices are holding strong and which are slipping, identifying pattern of weakness, requiring immediate attention, preventing slide into partial execution that eventually destroys entire system through gradual degradation. Every Sunday review past week, asking, which habits did I execute perfectly? Which did I skip occasionally? What obstacles appeared? What needs to change this week? What am I avoiding? Why is that specific practice hardest? This honest assessment prevents self-deception, where you rationalize occasional failures as acceptable, making them precedent for future failures. 10th habit is progressive difficulty increase, preventing plateau that occurs when intensity stays constant, making discipline feel easier, which means nervous system isn't being challenged, requiring continued adaptation. After 90 days of maintaining minimum viable practices, increase difficulty. 1 push-up becomes 5 push-ups. 60 seconds meditation becomes 10 minutes. 1 page reading becomes 5 pages. 1 sentence writing becomes 1 paragraph. Increase must be proportional to current capacity, preventing overwhelming jump that causes abandonment. Samurai continuously increased training intensity, maintaining progressive challenge, preventing plateau, making discipline increasingly capable over decades of practice. Implementation is scheduling weekly Sunday review, assessing all 10 habits, identifying weakest habit requiring focus next week, progressively increasing difficulty of practicing habits every 30 days, creating sustainable challenge, maintaining growth. After 90 days executing all 10 habits systematically, you've proven discipline works, regardless of motivation, through consistent practice, making motivation completely irrelevant because systems are unbreakable and automatic. You're no longer motivation dependent, you're discipline dependent, making consistency reliable regardless of feeling good, motivated, or wanting to quit, because commitment is enforced through practice, not emotion. Next topic shows exactly how to implement all 10 habits starting tomorrow without overwhelming yourself through systematic sequential approach. Diagnostic test uses 10 specific questions revealing which habits are your strength and which are breaking your discipline execution, most frequently preventing reliable consistency. Question 1. Do you maintain absolutely non-negotiable wake time every single day? Yes means habit 1 is solid. No means this is your breaking point. Question 2. Have you eliminated all friction, making discipline the easiest path? Yes means habit 2 is working. No means obstacles are sabotaging execution. Question 3. Are practices stacked automatically on existing behaviors? Yes means habit 3 works. No means you're requiring fresh motivation each time. Question 4. Do you execute daily physical discomfort, building override capacity? Yes means habit 4 is building your strength. No means you're relying on willpower that fails. Question 5. Do you focus ruthlessly on single most important outcome? Yes means habit. 5 removes overwhelm. No means you're chasing too many competing priorities. Question 6. Is your discipline commitment publicly known, creating social pressure? Yes means habit 6 provides external accountability. No means private failures allow excuse making. Question 7. Do you start impossibly small, removing all legitimate excuses? Yes means habit 7 builds momentum. No means you're overwhelming yourself with ambitious, impossible targets. Question 8. Do failures have immediate costly consequences? Yes means habit 8 creates discipline pressure. No means quitting feels consequence-free. Question 9. Do you review discipline weekly, identifying patterns? Yes means you're catching degradation early. No means small failures accumulate into complete system breakdown. Question 10. Are you progressively increasing difficulty, preventing plateau? Yes means habit 10 maintains growth. No means you've stopped challenging yourself. Most men answer no to multiple questions, identifying multiple weak points requiring systematic strengthening, not just one habit fix. Identify your 3 weakest habits from diagnostic and focus intensive practice on those specific practices for next 30 days before returning to full 10 habit execution. This targeted approach addresses most critical breakage points, preventing system failure. After addressing weakest habits through intensive focus, return to full 10 habit execution with much stronger foundation. After completing this diagnostic and systematic strengthening, your discipline becomes unbreakable regardless of motivation because you've addressed all system weak points, preventing complete failure. You just received 10 complete samurai habits, building unbreakable discipline that works when motivation completely fails through systematic practices requiring no emotional fuel or willpower that depletes. Habit 1, non-negotiable wake time, anchors entire system. Habit 2 eliminates friction, making discipline easiest path. Habit 3 stacks practices on automatic behaviors. Habit 4 trains override capacity through physical discomfort. Habit 5 focuses ruthlessly on single important outcome. Habit 6 creates public accountability. Habit 7 starts impossibly small, removing excuses. Habit 8 creates immediate consequences. Habits 9 and 10 maintain through review and progressive increase. All integrated through 90-day sequential installation, building complete discipline system operating automatically regardless of motivation state you're experiencing on any given day. Challenge starts tomorrow morning. Set alarm for non-negotiable wake time and commit to standing immediately without snooze every single day for 90 consecutive days, creating first anchor. All other habits build upon systematically. Post in comments your chosen wake time, declaring commitment publicly, making failure socially expensive, creating pressure, maintaining consistency. If this showed you discipline is practice, not feeling, subscribe for more samurai protocols, building unbreakable capability regardless of circumstances. Having zero motivation means you're completely dependent on feeling good to execute anything, making you fragile and unreliable when motivation inevitably fails you. Having built discipline through these 10 habits means you execute regardless of motivation, completely removing emotional dependency from your performance, becoming reliable warrior, executing commitments consistently regardless of how you feel about them on any specific day.